color Indians, baby. A real Indian, American Indian is me, not from Africa. Remember that.
I don't care about her being the supervisor. I don't care if you're a supervisor, sunvisor, advisor, or damn buttwiser. You gonna talk to me like you got some damn sense. And that's just how that's gonna be, check.
And that's how that's gonna be. Check. All I'm saying, y'all, is this. Grand Rising. I figure I was gonna come on at 6 o'clock with Chief Holiday, but I just have to schedule that another day because Willie got something to do and I gotta go with him. So YouTube gotta come second. Big Willie say we gotta go. So hey Rashad, Aduke, Dr. Swindle Hoodwink. Happy Black History Month to you and the other fake Aboriginal. Okay, that's some funny shit. But I'm just going to let you play with your little wee on this Sabbath morning. I don't, because I don't even know how to take that. Obviously, I'm hitting some nerve and it's upsetting you, Dr. Swindle Hoodwink. So, what you can do if you don't have a romantic relationship with somebody that is madly in love with you, go play with your little wee. Okay, little boy, go play with your little wee. Dr. Little Wee. And happy Black History Month to all the little wee-wees out there. Wee. How about that? Sean Askew, how you doing? Wild Raven, SVN Grams. Honor, peace, and love. Honor, hey Juice, what's good? Y'all smash the like button so we can get in to our segment. Monaga, what's good? Smash the like button because we just gonna make people mad again. We gonna make people angry and upset again. I think I'm gonna even go in there and unblock some people so I can make their ass mad because it's what I like to do. I like to just give people that acid reflex. And that's what I think I'm going to do today. Oh, and I don't respond to foolish, dumb shit. I ain't got time. Go play with your wee-wees. I can't do it today. Not today. Maybe another day. Let me see. Where am I supposed to be going? I'm supposed to go here. Oh, and here. And then I go community. Let me unblock some people. Okay, I'll take that out. I don't be knowing who my moderators be blocking and shit. But I'll unblock some people so I can make them laugh. I do. I just some shit just be a smack in the motherfucking face. And it is what it is. I don't have a problem. And today's segment will probably piss some people off. But I'm not here to piss you off. I'm here to educate your ass. Hey, Amani, Christopher Creer, Stephanie Burke. Y'all smash the like button because I'm not here. Look, you either take this shit in or you spit it out. All right? Facts. Chief Holiday is supposed to be teaching me regarding my dyslexia, regarding the Moors, my dyslexia. And once you get dyslexia, that doesn't mean you're dumb. It means the ancestors just ain't feeling that shit for real. But I'll wait. Maybe he could change my thoughts. But right now, I don't see more as a descriptive term. And I'm sorry. I just don't see it as a descriptive term. I see him as a group of another people, and I see it as a religious cult affiliation of people that established over here in the 1900s. Right now, that's how I see him. Because when the Negro Rose, aka the stolen rose, were being created, that shit didn't even mention more. So I'm sorry. Educate more like making an ass of yourself. True fact. Well, you know what, Dr. Swinghickle, each out. I'm not even gonna respond to you because you're just mad, you're jealous, and you're actually edifying me. You're building me. Comments like yours enhance me, and it excites me, and it gives me inspiration because it lets me know I'm doing my motherfucking job, and you're mad. And you know what? I think maybe you might need to go to doctors because this shit gonna hurt you today. It's gonna hurt your ass. And see, Negroes was supposed to always be dumb, ignorant, not know shit. We just supposed to been dumb, some dumb, scavenge, low life, dirty, roaches, stinky people. Right? We was the savages of the earth. We was disgusting, which explains why back in the day, white people just told the black folks, the Negroes, to bring sodas to the school cookouts and bakeries and shit. Oh! But today, we're going to talk about who stole the Negro Rose. See, the Negro Rose, y'all just don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. And I'm not going to make you understand. It's up to you to see this shit for what it is. All right? Facts. Facts. Now, I would like one person to come on the panel. Just one. I only want one person. Because I need a second person for what I'm gonna do with these Negro Rose. Stolen Negro Rose, may I say. I only want one competent goddamn person. Bobby, maybe you could come up. Somebody. One competent person before I move forward. Look on my damn screen again. Let me fix this. My green screen. Oh, there it is. I only want one. G Cortez. Hey, smash the like button, y'all. We gonna get it in. I need one person. I can't move forward until I get one volunteer. One bold volunteer. All right. I'm gonna sit here and wait for one goddamn volunteer. Literally sit here and wait for one. And you better be a Negro. That's all I'm saying. One damn volunteer. And I'm gonna sit here and wait. I'm not gonna move forward until I get a volunteer. Y'all jump up on everybody else goddamn panel. So I'm gonna wait here for a goddamn volunteer. If I don't get one, then bye. One volunteer. I'm not gonna move until I get a damn volunteer. I'm serious. Everybody always got a damn excuse. One volunteer. One. I'll move when I get a volunteer. Cortez, Amani, Ghetto Clinic, Bobby. It's 64 y'all in here. And shout out to everybody that's watching too. That's not in the chat. My creative expressions. Hit the goddamn link. I'm not gonna move forward until I get a volunteer. Yes, I do. I need a volunteer on the panel to help me. Because I can't see when I do a share screen. So I can ask you questions while I got a share screen. That's all. While I'm sharing the screen. You could either agree or disagree with me when I'm sharing the screen. Thank you, OG Green Machine. Cortez, could you hit the link? Somebody hit the link. Amani, somebody. Bobby. Yes, it does work from the cell phone, Alberta. You click the link, and when you come in, you click off of YouTube so that you won't have the YouTube window and StreamYard window open. All right, I'm gonna see who this is first. Now, I don't want no fools. Can you cut your camera on just for 1 second, Danta McCormick, so I can see who you are? Because I don't want to get no porn bombs. Okay, cool. I'll let you up. We have a volunteer. You can turn it off, hon. You don't have to leave it on. All right, we got it. All right, let me cut this music off.
Can you hear me just fine?
I can. I'm cutting the music off now. All right. How you doing? Thank you for being brave enough to come up and help me.
Not a problem.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat room. So, what I'm going to talk about today is, people, when they see stuff in their, I already got a volunteer, Alberta, but if you still want to come up, you can. But what I'm going to go in today is the Negro roles.
Okay.
And when shit is in our people's face and they just choose not to see it, I don't know. It's because they're ashamed of being crushed, that they're indeed not Africans or Moors or all these other identities and religious affiliations that we got into, ashamed because the truth is in their face, and face the truth of what happened to your ancestors. Literally, it's sad.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very sad when you see stuff and you don't want to admit it. I don't know if it's a stage of shock for a temporary time until people gain, gain acknowledgement or understand that, wow, I've been teaching this way for many years, and now the truth is in my face, and I'm ashamed to back down on what I've been teaching and supporting for so many years, that I just can't. I can't be wrong. I can't say that we're not African now because I've been doing this for so long, and I'm ashamed, or I'm ashamed. I can't do it. Well, guess what? I ain't ashamed of shit. But what I will support is the truth. And I'm tired. And I'm serious. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I have time.
Yeah, it's like we talk, and it's so many people with different perspectives, but we're just passing along, you know, the history, and we're it's like it's history, but it was just yesterday, or it was just today, or it's like what when is we gonna be like we at the finish line, we still been running a race for 20,000, 2,000 years, and we still coming up with the same. We ain't coming up with nothing. It's like we still in the process. We still trying to make something happen when you know the laws are already there. Like everything is already presented. Like you said, exactly like you said, everything is already there. It's like it's presented itself. It's already you know we see it. It's in our. You know what I'm saying? How can you deny you know someone else's peace or they chaos or what they going through. Like it's either what I'm saying, we gonna I don't know. I don't know what to say really, because like I know it was on the show. It was like, how can you stop time, or how can you deal in time when you're standing in it? Like you're standing right in it, and it's like
So
rectifying. Yeah, yeah.
just just working with a government, now I can say 36 years. I didn't think it would ever get here. Working with a state government for 36 years, and you know how they operate and how they function because you're one of the people on their plantation moving along paperwork or whatever your duties and responsibilities are.
Mm.
And what our people have to understand, and and this is fact, prior to Reconstruction, we had our own governments. The five civilized tribes were not the only governments. The five civilized tribes, meaning Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Seminole, all those weren't the only governments. We had our own individual governments. And during um during the wartime, a lot of those individual tribes that you don't hear about, the names that are not recognized by local and state governments, joined in and consolidated with the five different federally recognized tribes, and some just did not. Some just did not. Fuck that. They just did not go with any of those civilized tribes. Okay. And war. Our governments were set up, our individual governments. We had citizens. We did. We had citizens in our government of different races. We did. Okay. And what happened after Reconstruction, because they wanted to change shit, because everybody was not on code. Everybody had different uh, ways that they wanted to operate in different ways. No one wanted no one to tell them what to do. And I get that because I'm like that now. You're not going to run how I deal with my family. So they were like, no, I ain't joining them fucking five civilized tribes. Get out of here. And everything was chaos. The trading was chaos because we was trading with um North, Central, South America, and further up north and across. the world and the
Mm-hmm.
surrounding islands, we were doing business either as a government or as individual people, because some of us had families that lived in the surrounding islands and stuff. We did business the way we did business. And
Right.
then what happened, just like, I don't know if y'all seen Brad Sanchez segment yesterday, was really good, talking about the Nino Browns and all the communities across the world, and that's the motherfucker that we should be getting together and taken out, because if there was no Nino Browns in our communities, I think we'd be doing a lot better as a people, and our people would have better role models to follow, because motherfuckers like that don't see that they're destroying the community. So therefore, you get a generation of people, of children that want to be like Nino.
Mm,
They don't get to come out the barrel and see a better side of life and being a better part for their community. I, for one, hate the Nino Browns. I do. I do. And if you have people like that in your community all across the states, then I can say I understand why many of our tribes said, "Yo, we got to get this under fucking control. We off the chain." I can see if we had Nino Browns back then like that, or to that extent. From what I've researched in history, we've always had madam houses, prostitutes, low down dirty chicks, low
oh,
down
yeah.
dirty niggas. I
Yeah.
remember in the 70s, my uncles used to pimp they baby mamas. I'm going raw. I've not. There's a whole lot that I'm not
Yeah.
proud about in my family in the 70s. I remember that. I was a little girl. I was in 6th grade, and I witnessed my uncles pimping their baby mamas for dope. And
Yeah.
I never remember. She used to come in stinking like fish because she had just tricked with whoever the fuck. I don't know. That shit was so heavy and ugly in the 70s. I swear.
It was the
I
way.
A lot of people say, "Oh, I wish I was a kid again." I don't, because I saw so much go on in my family and my neighbors. It was ugly and nasty.
That's so true.
So looking back at that life that was before my eyes, and even my own family was included in that shit. mm, I can see.
It's a way of thinking. It's a way, you know.
I can literally see why somebody would say, "Yo, y'all, we got to get away from these nasty mother, you know what's, and
Mm-hmm.
this disgusting part of life." And a lot of those women and men from the 70s that was being pimped and prostituted, I would see them as a little girl, not actually doing the trick, but coming home with black eyes from their pimps. I would see that shit. And they would wear shades, and they'd be the prettiest sisters you ever. I'm talking about Beyonce looking sisters and Little Kim looking sisters,
Oh yeah.
gorgeous back in the
It's yeah.
70s.
It's
The
all out
Pam
there.
Grier looking sisters with the afros and the choker on the neck. They was being pimped out by pimps. And all you wanted to do, as I could do as a little girl in the 70s, admire them and say, "Boy, she's so pretty." But I didn't know she was being tricked out and shit like that by a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who the pimp was, because he always had on the goddamn rabbit fur coat with long nails and them that
Mm-hmm.
70s look. They were fucking disgusting.
Disgusting.
So I can see, and a lot of those women from the 70s, they were grown women. I was a little girl. They were my mom's age. That was their balling time in the streets and in the clubs. And a lot of those women, I tell you, a fluctuation of them was dropping dead from AIDS in the 80s.
Yeah, it was like a yeah, it was a whole thing. Like it was like on TV and everything. Like just about
All them
big
pimped
it
out
was.
pimped
I
out
see like the
dope
numbers.
shooting brothers. Yeah, pimped out dope shooting brothers from the 70s. My uncles, all of them included, all of them. They all from that era, a flux of them. And I'm not just talking about brown people. I'm talking about white people too,
Oh,
and Latinos.
oh
All of them
yeah.
that was doing that dope in the 70s when we was little, coming home from that non-war and shit. Man, a lot of them are dead. They died in the 80s when America didn't have control over the cure, or just probably would not control it, just said let the niggas die or whatever. And they tried to say it was a gay man's disease and stuff. And all when they were saying that shit, let them all die because of their personal political outlooks on people that did things that they didn't think was good in
Mm-hmm.
the eyes of society. A lot of them died in the 80s. And that's when they was having all those what do you call it? Uh fundraisers and shit for people that was dying from that.
Yeah, it's ads and everything.
Well, having being a little girl and seeing I knew something wasn't right. I would see women that were hooked on heroin with uh stockings that you wear, knee-high stockings wrapped up with a bunch of syringes, because they would go on the block, which when I was little in Bridgeport, they called it the Hill, to buy their dope. And they would have all these syringes wrapped up in a damn knee-high stocking. And they needed to have that dope in the morning because they would get sick. And I would see people get sick and shaking and stuff, waiting for the drug dealer. I knew something wasn't right because my aunts and uncles was in that shit. And it was terrible. There's only one of my aunts alive right now out of all the children my grandmother had. All her kids are dead.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's just I watching that as a little kid, and we would go to school, and on our way to school we would see syringe needles on the ground. So in our hood, when we played hopscotch, we was, you know, hopscotching over needles as
Mm.
children. We would see those in the schoolyard, on the school ground. It was really dangerous.
Yes.
We, you
Yeah.
know, in the suburban community, little white kids, if anything, they stepped on was fucking bubble gum. So they would hopscotch and skip to school, skip to school. We skip to school and see, you know, hypodermic needles and shit.
Hmm.
And we
Yeah.
get poked by it was dangerous,
Yeah.
and in the seven. We knew it was something bad because, little brown kids were scared of needles because we didn't like to get shots going to doctors, those vital teeters and shit. But we would see that in our community. So, and seeing that, and then taking it from the 70s to today, to the 80s, the 90s. And we have these Nino Browns in our community, like Rod Sanchez said, thinking they're doing something so fucking great for the community, passing out turkeys, because he did a really great segment. He used the movie New York with what's his name? Um
Uh,
Wesley
Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes. Yeah.
Yeah, he used that movie, and the scene he used was the cop Ice T beating the shit out of Nino Brown, showing how much of a punk that motherfucker really is. But nobody can't get to him because he got motherfuckers that he pay to off your ass. But when you really
Hmm.
get direct to his ass, you could see that motherfucker ain't nothing but a little punk that can get his ass just beat the fuck down. Yeah, New Jack City. And
Sure.
he's the destroyer of the community. You seen what he did to Pookie. They put him up against that thing and lit his ass up. They just
Mm-hmm.
destroy, motherfuckers
Yeah.
like that in our community. And they can't see their evil to our people in our
Mm-hmm.
community. And how dare you think
Yep.
you're a great fucking role model for our children, bastard? You're not. And it's just ongoing and ongoing. And then you get Nino Brown's fucking grandkids, which we have today. These little motherfuckers killing each other and not caring.
Yeah, it
So,
just it's all in the like I mean
and
yeah you be
and
putting on like you be killing it
well,
putting
you
on
have
about
to. And
everything
then
going
I
on.
understand, okay, some of our people say, well, you gotta, you can't get no job because of your criminal background. I'm only gonna feel sorry for y'all motherfuckers for a little bit. I am. I I'm not going to continuously use that you can't get a job because of your background. Because I've seen a lot. I see in the different states there's a lot of second chance initiative programs, but a lot of our men don't want to take advantage of those programs, and the motherfuckers are lazy motherfuckers that don't know how to talk to nobody. And when you try to teach them how to be humble, first of all, the motherfuckers got to learn how to be humble to themselves first because you are destroying the community. Nino Brown image motherfuckers are the ones destroying our community, and they're using you to continue it. The Nino Brown is the motherfucking 1% of the urban community. They're making all the money. Nino Brown is the 1% from the black perspective, may I say, because we have the 1% of the United States that's making all the money. Y'all know about the 1%. Well, Nina Brown is the 1% of the motherfucking urban community. The little bastards you can't get to. And I am totally in agreement with Brother Sanchez when he said the whole fucking community should get together and kill all the Nino Browns. I don't give a fuck.
I
I don't
mean,
want
yeah.
my grandsons growing up admiring this bastard because he's nothing to be admired for. Now, let's think about the 70s, like I told you, and we can go all the way back to the 20s when Bumpy Johnson was out. It's just an ongoing fucking thing. You can go back to the 1920s when Bumpy Johnson was out booming and Madam St. Clair all the way up till today. That's a life compared to a civil life. That's an uncivil life compared to a civil life. Now, if you take it from the 1920s all the way up to today, that's all unfucking civil. That's what we talk about when we say uncivilized Indians compared to civilized Indians. Nobody wants to see it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this fucking hurts. I'm sorry. But I'm trying to tell the motherfucking truth. You don't tell me being a drug dealer is a civilized life.
I
And
mean, you could say. I mean, being a drug dealer
I'm
is
looking
kind of
I'm looking for
like.
the civilized part of it
I
because it comes with
mean,
murder and destroying and keeping your people down and getting them
if that's the
hooked
case,
on your
though,
shit.
that would mean like to go back. That would I mean that's like already saying what you already been saying, which is saying like the government, like anybody who sells and commits, an act or a criminal, deed, then that puts them in the same category with regard, what I'm saying, even that's just anybody. That's anybody. I mean, I don't think that has
Facts.
to do with necessarily just drugs, what I'm saying.
Well, the
That's just
government
anybody.
no better with all their fucking weed
Yeah.
factories all over, and
That's
you
the whole yep.
send in Chinese people to run them bitches. Oh, I didn't get to that part yet.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
then
right.
individual governors say, "Well, we're opening up these weed factories. we need to let Nino out of
But
prison now.
they'll do any
We need to
means,
let we, we,
take.
we need to let Nino out since we're becoming the real drug dealers of the weed and
Yeah.
the communities across the world. So let us let that population out that was arrested for the weed that we're starting now. We're taking
After
over
they
the,
done
the
destroyed
marijuana business
people who
as
been
a government,
selling and stuff already.
and we're going to extinguish their criminal history for this, wipe that out, even though we kept their ass in jail already for 10 to 15 years.
Yep.
We're going to wipe out their history because now, as government, we're going to be the big dogs now. But we're not going to let Pookie sell it for us. Nah. Where they went to go get Wing Lu Su and Wing Hong Kong to come over here and these motherfuckers and open up these dispensaries. Or somebody from Ukraine or any fucking where, or somebody from India. They all them. We'll let them be our drug dealers. They're drug dealers for the state government. I don't care how the fuck you slice it. They were
Mm,
no good people when our people was selling weed. They were no good. They were drug dealers. They were against the law. Now the shit's legal. Now the government is giving it a name. Oh, it's a dispensary. You change. You do name changes now. You're doing name changes now, Mr. Government. You don't want to call yourself the drug dealer now, the kingpin of the weed. You don't want to do a name change. Nah. You doing the name change now. Nope. You're not gonna call us drug dealers. We're pharmaceutical consultants. You're fucking drug dealers. Weed grows from the ground. But anyway, whether here or there,
that's real.
I this government it holds the cup of abomination, and I'm just looking forward for it. It's gonna come to a head. It's gonna come to a head because shit is gonna start getting real crazy when I mean BLM is already looting places every other fucking day. What are they gonna do when they loot those damn dispensaries? That shit gonna be smoking and everybody gonna be high. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into this shit. So, like I was saying, who stole the Negro rolls and reclassified them as freedmen? That's the question to be asked. Now, like I said, we had governments. We did prior to Reconstruction. And they always want to put that Negro as the African guy who came over here, which is bullshit. Bullshit. And they know it. And if as a African American, you can't see this shit, then all I can say is just suck off for life. And everybody else calling themselves other shit. Let's get into this shit now. Cause I don't want to be on here all damn day. I'm going straight to the motherfucking Negro rolls. I'm tired. Now, brother, what you want me to call you? What name you want me to call you?
Uh, Dante. Dante.
Huh?
Dante.
Okay, Dante. I like that name, Dante. Okay, you might have to mute your mic until I ask you questions. Now, this is I got all of them, every last one. These are the final rows of the citizens and freedmen. All right? Of the citizens and freedmen of all the 5 federally recognized tribes combined. All right? And I'm not going to keep doing this shit. And I don't care if nobody don't believe it. Now, like I said, We had our own governments and we had citizens in our governments. Now, here's the question, and here's what you really need to look at. Lucy Warseat, Dave Warseat, Levi Ellis, Lucinda Ross, Sam Key, Molly Key, William Swimmer, Susie Swimmer, Lydia Swimmer, Nanny Swimmer, Ollie Swimmer, Alex Swimmer, Susie Waters, Nellie Leaf, Mary Leaf. Now, you're either, this is when they had the blood quantum on it, and they still do. You're either a full blood or some other fucking blood. Now, if you look at this, I just read off all these full blood people. Now, here go half blood, John Waters. He's a half blood. And Susie Waters. She's a full blood. So obviously, John Waters' dad may be a white guy or some European. Jim Holmes, 3/4 of it, and Ellen Holmes is a full blood. Then you got 7/8. Then you got 1/16. The further away from full blood, you're a European. Do, if you understand that in the chat room, please give me a 1. The further you are away from full blood, the more of a European you are. And it don't matter what European you are. You could be a Jew. You could be from England. You could be from Dutch. You could be French. Any one of those European countries. Anybody from European countries are not full blood Aboriginal Indians to North American landmass. Can I get a damn 1? Can we at least get that down pat? You cannot be white, fully, purely white, and be an Aboriginal, a first person of North American landmass. 2 full-blood white people. Give me a 1 if I'm telling the truth or I'm telling a lie. If you're European, obviously, you're not from the Americas by blood lineage. You can't change this shit. You're either from Europe, one of the European countries, or you're from America through your roots. When you're born here, you're a citizen. Now, if you're 1/16, all these percentages, other than a full blood, this is massive full bloods on here. Lucinda Big Feather, Isaac. These, listen, Jack Buckhorn, Lizzie Buckhorn, Charles Hare, Ella Swimmer, Sarah McCoy, Ned McCoy. Look, hold on, y'all. Full blood. Now, here's my question, people. And these are of the, let's see, Cherokee tribe. Of the Cherokee tribe. All these goddamn full bloods. Ella Spade. Jesse Jumper. Martin Foreman. Katie. Dick Wolf. Come on. Robbins. Henry Robbins. Sally Robbins. George Bushyhead. Jenny Bushyhead. Annie Coon. Nancy Tenkiller. Now, let's just hold on 1 second. I'm going to stop this for a minute. Let me ask y'all something. You can't make this fucking shit up. And I don't care if you don't like me cussing. Get out my chat room. I don't care. I'm grown. I'm putting emphasis and passion on what I'm saying. You don't like it, bye. Now, those are the Cherokee citizens and freedmen. So you got freedmen and citizens. Who is the full blood? Who's the citizen on there, and who's the full blood? If you're a 1/16th, are you a citizen or a full blood? Who's the fucking citizen? Who's the citizen
The citizen is the
on
government.
that list?
The citizen is the government. The
That don't
people.
make no sense. What? Who is the citizen of the Cherokee tribe? Is it the white people or the Negro? Who's the citizen?
I
Because
mean,
the white people are not the full blood. That's clear. So,
I mean, if it's in the document, they documented who they are. So it's like, I mean,
all right,
and they
Dante,
get
you're
all
not
the.
listening. You're not listening to the question. If you are 1/16th, you're white. That's obvious. The full blood is the full blood a Negro or is the full blood a white person?
I mean, black people been here since forever. So I mean,
Excuse me, Dante, I'm going to ask you a question again. On those rows, is the full blood Indian a Negro or is it a white person? Is the white person the full blood or is the Negro the full blood?
I think it's the Negro.
It's obvious. You can't be, because it shows you what a 1/16th is. It's literally a white person claiming Indian heritage, Indian blood.
Yeah.
The further you are away from a full blood, you are white.
Mm.
Why where are you African, Dante?
African American.
You're African American.
Yeah.
Who in your family is from Africa?
Uh, I mean, I know my bro's dad is actually, you know, he came off like a boat from over there, like in
Okay,
the
so then you
Ashiki
don't even,
Island.
you know what? I didn't, you know what? Bye. You don't even have the privilege of being up here. I mean, no wonder he had a hard time answering the fucking question. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Go back to the chat, man. For real. No wonder this motherfucker was jumping around like a pussy. He was seeing the truth and couldn't reveal it. Get the fuck out of here. Get your ass out of here. Stinking ass. Cause a real, okay. I'm a Negro on my paper. Can somebody up here, why are people scared to see the tell the fucking truth? If you won fucking 16th Indian blood, your ass is white. You are white. So if you ain't 1/16 and you're a full blood, it's on that list. It's only citizens and freedmen listed. I'm going to share this bitch again. We got some backwards ass dumb motherfuckers. On here, it's just citizens and freedmen. That's it. Now, all that's on here is citizens and freedmen on these roads. After Cherokee. The only people on here are citizens and freedmen. And you see the blood quantum. You got full bloods on this bitch. If you're 1/16th, are you fucking white? Or are you a freedman? If you're 1/16th Indian blood quantum, are you fucking a Negro or are you a freedman? Are you a freedman or are you white? If you're 1/16 blood quantum. Because all that's on here is citizens and freedmen. So if a freedman is a full blood, what the? A citizen is not a full blood. Seriously. I'm done. Is uh, if you're a citizen, are you a full blood? Could y'all answer that question? If you're a citizen, are you a full blood? Thank you. Now, everybody on this list has a blood quantum. There's nobody on here without a blood quantum. You're either a goddamn full blood or you're white. We have half bloods that are mulatto. They have Indian blood. That's clear. But when you get to 1/16th and shit, yo, that's one Negro ancestor out of 16 on a motherfucking tree. You got people, that's right, that paid to get on this bitch. And just to say they got it. Okay. If you're a freedman, all the full bloods are freedmen. That's obvious. I'm tired of the dumb shit. I don't know no white people named Bushy Head. Shade, Bushy Head Shade. And I told you, I read to you the Department of Interior Commissioner's response to the census takers when they went around and said, give them English Bible names. Their names are threatening, too long, and uncumbersome. And they're threatening. Bushy Head Shade. Bushy Head. I don't know no white people that gonna call a baby with a nickname Bushy Head. If you do, listen, does that sound like our culture of people or do it sound like white people culture? You got a little nephew named Bushy Head. Give me a one if that's our culture or white people culture. Who the fuck is Bushy Head? Hey, Rob Noxious with your dumb ass. Is that Negro culture or is that white people culture to name your child Bushy Head? Our culture, type it. Give me some fire if it's our culture or is it white people culture. And don't fucking come to me talking about, oh, Sister Bethy, you shouldn't say white. This ain't being racist. This is being very real. I'm tired. Jackass came on my panel. I'm African. Well, my cousin said, get your stinking ass out of here. But my cousin, he couldn't say his mama or his daddy. You fucking, oh, I can't stand them motherfuckers. Bushy head. Bushy head. All these goddamn full bloods. Darky squirrel. Yo, I'm fucking done. Darky squirrel. Come on. Our culture or white people culture? Our culture or European culture? Darky squirrel. I don't know no white people that name their full blood kid Darky. Give me some motherfucking fire. You know, any white people that have a baby say, oh, let's call him Darky. But Darky's a full blood. Our culture or European culture? Give me fire if it's our culture. Darky squirrel. Playing with me. Yo, sellout frog. We say that now. You a sellout. And he's full blood. 52 years old. Sellout frog. Yo, our culture or European culture? You sellout frog. That's your name. Sellout frog. And he's full blood. Fire, please. Do not play with me. I'm not playing with people. I'm not. I'm not. I don't have time. All these goddamn full bloods. O's hog shooter. Emma hog shooter. Who the fuck named the family the hog shooters? It's literally spelled out hog shooter because they probably shot hogs, pigs, hogs shooter. Yo, I'm not playing. I don't know when any white people say, let's call our family. We're going to be the hog shooters. Let's call ourselves hog shooters because we shoot. That's our culture. And every last one of them are full bloods. Every last one of them. Rufus. Rufus hog shooter. I'm not playing with y'all. John Spade. Spade. You know what a spade is? A card. Look at it. What color is a spade? Lizzie and Jack Buckhorn. Yo, Joe Muskrat. Lucinda Big Feather. Yo, John Watermelon. And you know that nigga eat watermelons. Stop. And they're all full bloods. Isaac Warseat. Pigeon Holmes. Fog Holmes. Yo, I'm not playing with these damn people. I can't. I can't no more. I can't. I asked my question again. Who stole the Negro rose? And trying to reclassify the Negroes as African American. Yet they're full bloods. Yeah, Waters made the list. It's a nigga last name. I'm not changing it. So now you'll go find people that'll do a bill and try to say, man, them ain't our people. You know what? Fuck now. Screw you. Screw you all. You're sick to your stomach. You want to vomit because all that list consists of is freedmen and citizens. Freedmen and citizens. I'm going to say it again. Freedmen and citizens. Freedmen and citizens. Freedmen and citizens. They made a freedmen bank. Freedmen and citizens. All of them are full bloods. Ain't no fucking way in the world you gonna tell me that down in South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, Tennessee, Mississippi, that motherfuckers that look like this were our slave masters and were citizens. They're not even listed on our rolls. None of their names are even like us. They might be from South America, some fucking where, with Castro or Ostalego and all that kind of shit. But none of their heads is named Fishhook Head, Bad Breath Eddie, Funky Breath, Funky Breath Susie. We come up with them names, not them. These are not freedmen. This is what a full blood look like. These are freedmen. These are the names that are on the goddamn rolls. Freedmen or citizens. The freedmen are the full bloods. Because if you're 1/8, you can't be. You can't be. If you're 1/16, you can't be the original Indian. Now, you could be related to him by blood, but when you're 1/16, nah, you pretty much have your European features. When you're 1/16, you have more of your European features. And a lot of them that were known, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people that are like 1/16, 1/32, 1/64. If white folks like Walter Pecker found out that you had a Negro in your family, you was deemed Indian, colored. Yes, you were. I'm not gonna take that away. But what I'm not gonna do is give you the royal carpet of saying that you're the full blood. Nah, because your name ain't Hookhead Red and Funky Breath Uncle Ed or Stank Breath Susie or Fish Face Sarah, Hog Butt Kathy. Ain't having it. Ain't no fucking Moors on that list. Don't play with me. Don't. And you know what? After today's segment, I really don't care if you don't like me because it's not about me getting you to like me. But I'm damn sure going to stand on my bloodline and ain't giving my bloodline up for nobody. And ain't no coon-head Negro going to come in here and try to say that my ancestors are from Africa when in fact my shit show full blood in this land prior to Reconstruction. I will not have it. So you want to go and claim to be African American? Go ahead. That's your business, but I'm not. I'm standing on my bloodline. And you know what? I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm proud. Even though my land was taken by foreigners, I'm still proud to know that I'm still on my landmass. Do I want war? No. Don't give a damn. I'm proud to be who I am. And you motherfuckers that keep trying to sneak in more in my life, curse be you. Curse be you. Stay away from me, please. Stay away from me. Don't come to me. Ain't nobody on that list identified as a Moor. Those are freedmen and citizens. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care. You can identify as who you want, but I'm being who I am. And I'm not changing for nobody. I'm proud. I'm proud for who I am. I'm proud. Now, can I create an understanding as to why our ancestors said, man, we got to get a hold of this shit? Our people is wilding. We got to set up something else better than this. And then they went into the corporation as Negroes, as colors, as blacks. Because if you're living a life around a Nino Brown, and Nino Brown is influencing so many people in your community in a horrible direction, I could see and understand why our ancestors went into the corporation. Because we continue to this day to kill each other. We do. For nothing. Over a song, over a beat, over anything. We still continue to do that. And we needed an army to protect us from bullies. We threaten each other's lives day to day, even in YouTube. Nothing's fucking changed. It's still there. If I see two brown guys on YouTube arguing and fighting and threatening each other's lives, ain't no fucking way in the world I'm going to say, oh, it's the white man's fault. He did it. It's your fault that you're killing each other. It's your fault when you threaten to pull up on somebody and to tell somebody, where do you live? Give me your address, nigga. I'll show up and I'll come there. That's you doing that. That's not a white guy. That's you. You just literally agreed to go and kill your brother. Just tell me where you live. Just tell me where you live. That's not a white guy talking. That's you. That's you. Leave the white guy out of it. There's no white guys on the panel. It's you. You just said, nigga, I'll pull up and kill you over a YouTube argument of our race identity and who we are. Is it worth it to want to threaten somebody to show up, to go over their house and kill them? Is that worth it? Really? And then after you do the death, you got some motherfucking Negro that always come up and do a fucking show. Well, yes, Jack, Mean Jack, did go and kill Buckethead. But you gotta understand, Sister Bethy, the white man put these drugs in our community for. Get the fuck. You know what? I'm not even gonna cuss because if I say a cuss word, I can't even. I can't do it. I'm tired of Negroes jumping up, giving segments. The white man put this. Man, we know they put dope and the government put dope and shit in our communities. But do you know how to say no, thank you? But some of us haven't learned how to make connections with the Mexican border. Some of us go underground and we make connections to make that shit happen. Juan, yo, Juan, Don Juan. I'm coming for that kilo. And some of us chicks that are ride or die chicks walk up to make deliveries of kilos and kilos of cane and walk up them to queen pens. Nigga, I got 4 kilos on me right now. They're in my bra strap. They're in the lining of my drawer, my panties. They're in my socks, everywhere. What's up? That kind of shit. But we don't do things to destroy our communities. Who stole the Negro rose? Who stole the Negro rose? And reclassified the Cherokees as freedmen. Because that's what it is. It says it. Of the Cherokee. I mean, you can't make this shit up. And whether people want to accept it and they don't like it, because no, yes, it is. It's fucking true. Stop it. Index and final roles of the citizens and freedmen of the Cherokee tribe. That's it. The citizens and the freedmen. Because they was freed. These Cherokees are the freedmen. Cherokees are the freedmen. Freedmen is just another, that's a motherfucking descriptive term if you want to talk about descriptive. They described what type of Cherokee it was. The adjective, freedman. It was a freedman of the Cherokee tribe, freed man. Can you give me some fire if you clearly understand that? What type of Cherokee? Is this a jailed freedman or a freedman? That's a compound word. It's a descriptive term of a type of Cherokee. Freedmen of the Cherokee tribe. They were freed from what? War, niggas. War. I'm not, I am not, I'm standing on that shit. And I'm not deviating from it. Buckethead, turtle butt, big meat, moon face. We got a dude in our hood named Shitty. Shitty, literally. That's his nickname, Shitty. Because he always had shitty draws. Shitty. We called him Shitty. He dead now. We the only ones who do that. White people don't do that shit. I will not. If I go in a white neighborhood right now, I'm not gonna find nobody saying, yo, Shitty, yo, buckethead, yo, steak breath, what up? You got any weed? Ain't nobody in the white community going to be yelling across to the neighbor, yo, moon. Not happening in the white community. Only in the hood. That's why during Reconstruction and the census takers, why the commissioner, we gave them permission to help civilize our communities. That's why one of the first things the commissioner of the Department of Interior sent out that message, yo, I'm not putting their names down like this in the schools. He gave strict orders to the superintendent of the schools. Change their name. Give them English Bible's name. Ain't nobody calling nobody buckethead in the school. That's a part of civilization. Creating civil. All right. Y'all came into our corporation. Let's civilize this shit. Your name is not going to be Buckethead. Do that shit at home. You Buckethead to your mama and your nana, but you ain't Buckethead at Wilson Elementary School. Your name is Toby, and that's what your name going to be. All right? Or Cookie. You're not going to be Pighead. Nah, we're not doing that in school. No. We'll call you Peaches. That's fine. I'm fine with Peaches. Only in our hood. I'm tired. I'm standing on who my peeps are. That is the list of our ancestors. Now, were they stolen and claimed by foreigners? Yep. We ain't even gonna lie, but they gonna suffer. They gonna suffer for that. For every action, there's a reaction, and it's gonna happen. You lived off our treasures for life. And I dare you to come up in here, Rob, with your shit. Because ain't no Slav, no full blood. And y'all mad. I'm going to open up my link and feel free to step up and give your opinion, whether positive, but don't come up here like that Dante guy did. That motherfucker couldn't even get it out. He was probably sitting back choking on his own goddamn spit. I forget. Take your funky ass out of here. Take your ass over there with Omar Johnson, who also has a nickname, Omar. You stupid idiot. I'll give y'all a minute to come up on this piece. And if not, I'm out. I'm just going to bluntly leave. because y'all jump up on the panel on other people panels. But when you hear the truth, you scared to come up here and jump up here. Or do I just make you uncomfortable? If I do, I'm sorry. But I'm only into brave people. But there's the link. I give you a little while to get up here. You don't come, I'm out of this piece. For real. I'll give you some time to get up here and speak your speak. Smash that like button at least. Hi, Alfie.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. That's just man, like me studying my family history. I just was like, they lied and said we came from Africa, and then when I started trying to look for the ship records, there was no ship records. My family's originally from North Carolina. They lived on the same land since way before the 1700s. The people that enslaved them, they tricked them and bought all the land back, and they've been on the same land this whole time.
See?
So it's just crazy how they keep telling the same lie. I'm so proud of my cousin because she wrote the whole history of our family in a book.
Mm. See?
Yeah,
See? A
yes,
lot of people from the South that a lot of people from the South came to the North for the industrialization jobs, but the story they forget to tell you about that, a lot of them couldn't take it. They didn't last here a month and they went back. A lot went back. They came here and the locations that they were putting the people in the South and they weren't accustomed to it. You know, like these high rise buildings and getting on these little elevators, something that they just was not accustomed to and they couldn't take it. And the piss and the shit and the elevators
yeah.
and having to walk up all these flights of stairs. A lot of people from the South couldn't take that and they was back to their homes within a month. They didn't even last a month. And a lot of people from the South that didn't go back directly to their land, they moved somewhere else. They're still in those communities
Yes,
that
they
they
are
in.
deep.
still in those communities and
And they
never
were
left.
Cherokee. And that's
Yep.
what I loved about what my cousin did, because I was like, man, I'm so glad you did this, because, man, we needed this book for real. And it's got all the documents and stuff. She
It's
laid that thing out.
yep.
Yep.
So Alfie, I'm not deviating away from this. There's a lot of
Me
people in
neither.
YouTube that want to deviate you away. I'm not deviating away shit that this government got on my family.
Mm-mm.
I'm
And they
not.
got all the
I'm not
records.
deviating away to it. Oh, we'll take it. But you used to be a more get the no the fuck I wasn't. Just drop dead. Get out of here. I hate them. I'm serious. These African American daishiki swinging people. I can't be around them. I can't. I can't. That's why I just need
And
to
they
move
just
on.
trying to trick people out
I
of their information for real so they can
yeah,
try to take their land.
I can't do it.
And that's
I
what I
can't do
peeped
it.
about the whole thing.
I don't have nothing against Africans. I don't, but I'm not them. And don't try to put me as being them. You're a foreigner. Don't you dare come over here and tell me that. When you came here, how are you going to come over here and then tell me, oh, by the way, you're from Africa? No, take
They
your
can't
rusty
even
ass
name
out of
where you
here.
came from.
Yeah, and the DNA, take your test. Oh, get out of here. If you are convincing your people to take these fake DNA
DNA
tests, where the
test.
people who created them said that they're not legitimate enough to tell you that you're related to somebody in a foreign land, they're coming out telling you, literally. But you still got to me, that's age of behavior. And to me, it's a behavior that are those same behaviors of our people that want to make sure that we never ever remember who we were. So I don't have respect for people like that. Your
Mm-mm.
people, I don't. I don't have respect for people like that. You got your people like Lex that do this shit and they get so angry. And
Yeah, they
y'all,
do. They
they
get
get so angry. I'm like, you can suck it up. Just stay away from me.
the thing
And I
that you.
hope the ancestors deal with them rapidly for doing this in our community. I just
No.
hope the Umars, I just hope so. This don't got to be a war. I'm I'm not a war person, but you're not going to do this to me. You're not going to do this hell to my grandkids. You're not going to do it. I'm not going to let you.
Right.
My grandchildren are going to know who they are. So be it. I know. We know our land was taken from us by foreigners. That's obvious. We've been living it. But I'm not gonna lie and paint no pretty pictures of no fucking pilgrims that came over here stinking, and y'all want to paint the picture like it's pretty in these history books, but it wasn't a pretty thing.
Just like, look, they used this army, Camp Lejeune Army.
Mm,
That's they came there and fought in North Carolina to remove them from the land.
yeah,
They still end up fighting them
Camp
and winning
Lejeune. I
and
remember
stayed.
that.
Yeah.
I man, I just can't. But I'm not gonna stay on here long, y'all. Smash the like button if you want to donate to me. There's my cash app. It's my name, Sister Bethy. Help me. I make a newspaper every month and put it on our website. And it's all based on what I discuss on my YouTube channel. That's how I get the education out to our people right now. It's too cold to travel. Um, Next Wednesday is the day that I will be giving the class in Zoom on how to reestablish your tribe. This does not take away your citizenship because I don't push more paperwork. None of that shit. I like doing it the right way where it's understanding between you and this federal government. I listen, I don't do all that other bullshit. Any only people that's talking about remove yourself are people who've been fucked over. I'm not joining that crowd. I'm sorry. I'm not on your side. If you're going to create a town and city, stop talking and do the shit. All right? Leave my name out your goddamn mouth because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I roll with my tribe. Okay? I associate with people in YouTube. Let's get that fucking straight. I roll with Wire, my tribe. I associate with people in YouTube. Okay? And I accept people's apologies. and they accept mine. If you can't understand that, then fuck you too. I'm a grown woman and I befriend and associate with who the fuck I want to. And this is what you're going to have to understand. And if you can't understand that, bonge motherfucking voyage. All right? I'm Sister Bethy. I roll with my tribe and my tribe members. Next Wednesday at 7 is the class. If you're not on my distribution list, which is on our website, you won't be getting in that class. Bottom line, because the link is only going to people that's registered on our website to be part of the class. It's next Wednesday, which is I think, what is it, the 16th? I don't know what next Wednesday is, but you'll hear about it. Next Wednesday, you will get a link next Tuesday or Wednesday to come in to reestablish your family tribe. That's important. The Indians that they so-called are dead, only you can bring them back alive. You don't want to stay looking around in YouTube under the water like King Tut and shit for your ancestors. But right now, the descendants are here. We're still alive. We never left. We were just reclassified. So you don't want to bring it back. Don't come. For real. You don't want to reestablish your family tribe. Don't come. I'm going to send you the link. It's going to be next week at 7 o'clock Eastern in Zoom. All right? I love y'all. And I'm so out of here, y'all. Smash the like button on your way out. And y'all, be cool. Don't threaten each other. Peace out, y'all.